Hello everyone, today we will look at the map object. Suppose we have a function, say def f function and of x, right? And it simply returns back the power of x. Like if I give 2, it gives me back 4. Okay, means f of 2 is 4. That's it. So now and I have a list. Say my list is say y equal to say 1 3 4. That's my list, and I want to run that function over every element of this list. The function can be very complicated, maybe doing some big computation also, doesn't matter. So we can use map, so this is the map object. So what we can do is that I just say map and I'll just say map and just say I take my function and I put y, right? And then when I look at it, is not giving me anything because it is a generator. We'll discuss it later. At the moment, just know that it is returning back one item at a time. So just say list, make it as a list. So I say 1 4 9 6. So it returned back every element. So we don't have to do it that way. Like we can also just say it's a simple function. I can just use a lambda here, lambda x star star 2, and y is our y. So that's also returning back the same element. Now we don't have to always use, for example, they always use write a function. We can also use the built-in function. For example, we can use something like we can use string, integer to string conversion, whatever is available. And suppose, for example, I take let's just do another example before that. So suppose we want to say find the sum of say for maybe maybe odd integers up to say 5, say 1 3 and 5, so we can do, for example, I can say map, right? If I do lambda x, right, if I do say 2 star x plus 1, and if I pass a list say 0 1 2, right, 3, something like that. And if I look at it as a list, I get 1 3 5 7, right? So now if I want to make a sum of that, I can just use the Python built-in sum. Okay, and if I want this one, instead of I can write, instead of this, we can use a range function we have been using so far. So range 3 4, right? So we can do that too. And now suppose, for example, here I have a list. We can also use built-in. For example, here suppose this one is like 1 2 3. If it is like that, my list is like that, for example. And if I want to make all of them as integers, I can pass the built-in int, so I don't have to always write. We can use the built-in. So what does that give? Because that converts the whole thing into 1 2 3. And now if I want to do a map of map, we can, it's also available. Suppose I want to make them as a binary, we are seeing binary, so I can do map binary, and so we get the binary numbers. So this is or like, you know, you can also use the, if it is a string, you know, we can use the string methods available. For example, so if my list is something like y equal to this is my list, and then I can do, say, map lambda, right, x, you can say x dot, right, and then I can put it on y, and I can look at list. So we get big mango and big banana. So this is the idea of map. It's very useful, and it's fast, and it's optimized, you know. So use it as whenever you can, and it will it's very efficient, and it will be fast. And thank you very much for watching.